Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. So today was Wednesday, August the 1st, and today was a pretty big day in the stock market because a little known company, kind of small, reported earnings. That company being Tesla. So let's talk about this a little bit. So Tesla went up today $2.70 to finish around $300. Then after hours they were only up a little bit, but they went up around $26.14 to finish, I believe, $326.98 was their stock price. So this is basically their numbers. So let's see. They were reported, this is earnings per share, so their EPS. They were expected to do 292. They ended up doing 306. They ended up burning $739 million in cash. And that means that they burnt over $1.5 billion in the first 6 months of 2018 alone. Now let's talk about some positives. So they were expected to do $3.92 billion in revenue. This is revenue. They ended up doing $4 billion. And they finished the quarter with $2.2 billion in cash. So that's kind of the quick negative and positives about the stock. So we got to dive into this a little bit more though. So this is obviously much worse than expected, like much worse, and they burnt quite a bit of money. And they've burnt a lot of money so far this year. However, there are some pluses. Obviously, their revenue is up a little bit. Again, a small beat, but it's a beat nonetheless. And they have $2.2 billion in cash. They need to keep at least $1 billion in cash to pay off their debts and continue making payments on that. So they're getting kind of close to that $1 billion mark. They better keep on keeping their cash. One thing I want to mention too is that they said they had $940 million worth of like pre-orders basically. You have to imagine that this number is taken away from that, so they lost way more money when you really think about it. But hey, whatever, it is what it is, right? Now let's talk about the call, because the call was pretty crazy. It was one of the more interesting conference calls I've heard, one of the more interesting earnings reports. So what did Elon Musk have to say? Well, he was kind of different today, I'll tell you that much. He sounded tired, and he mentioned he was tired, saying he was in the body shop a lot. But what else did he say? Well, he was more reserved, and one of the first things he did was he apologized to the reporter that he called out. Last time I called him like a bonehead, I believe. So I guess that's nice of him. What else? There's a few things. One thing I want to talk about is he says that from now on, this is the biggest point, as in quarter 3, quarter 4, and every quarter moving forward, they expect to be profitable. That's a word you don't hear with Tesla too often, is it? Profitable. So Elon Musk expects Tesla to be profitable. That's pretty good. I mean, I'm going to be surprised if they are profitable. I hope they can pull it off. I'm pretty sure that is why the stock went up $26.14. Like, come on. A stock doesn't go up that much. That's almost 10%. It was actually up 11% in after-hour earnings. What, close to 10? It's around 9.5% probably, something like that. You don't go up 9.5% after hours on an earnings per share miss and a barely anything revenue miss. Beat, like, come on, their actual financials are terrible. Like, absolutely terrible. The company went up because of hope. Hope is why the company went up. Optimism is why the stock price went up, not because of the numbers. If we're looking at the numbers, the stock should be down. Simple as that. But when Elon Musk gets on the phone, he's a game changer. And apparently he changed the game, and he can make Tesla go up just like that. And that's what he did. Tesla's share price is up after hours. We'll see what happens tomorrow. I do have a graph that I'll pop up here right now. And the graph says, this is a Tesla stock like this is what happens to Tesla stock after their earnings. So you can see in August of 2016, the stock price went up. In November, it went up. February and May of 2017, the stock went way down. Then in August of last year, the stock went way up again. Not as much as today, but it went up. And then in November, February, and May, the stock all went down. It looks like tomorrow the stock's going to go up also. This is Tesla's earnings, so I don't have the current quarter that they reported, but I have all their other actual earnings. I was actually surprised to see that they were profitable in 2016. Apparently, that was kind of surprising to me, but it didn't last too long as they lost more money since. But however, today's loss of $3.06 looks like it's below March's. It is below March's, so that's a good thing. And then I have Tesla's sales here as well from June 2016 to March 2018. I don't have today's. They're higher, so it works out. So it's a nice ascending graph for the most part. Good to see. Now that I got the charts all the way, another thing I want to talk about is Elon Musk also said that he has been working on basically his own chip for autonomous driving. This was pretty big news, as apparently it's way better than AMD's chip. Kind of a game changer. So it's working on autonomous level driving 5, which means you basically get in your car, tell it where you want to go, sit back, relax, and the car does the rest. Pretty dang awesome if you ask me. So Tesla's working on this, and Elon Musk actually said he could do a coast-to-coast drive. Well, once he said this, the questions started to roll in. Rightfully so, right? This is pretty big news. So he said that it could do a coast-to-coast drive. However, he's more concerned with safety rather than demos. Then he says that he thinks he can do it by the end of the year. So I don't know what the hell he just said with that last one, with he'd rather work on safety than demos. Oh, but we can do it by the end of the year. I mean, that totally just contradicted what he just said like 5 seconds ago. That kind of made me squint, laugh, and go, huh, all at the same time. So that's pretty much that with Elon Musk. Also, apparently they're developing games for the Tesla, like from Atari. And he said, if you're a game developer, maybe you should apply to Tesla. Who knew? Tesla getting into the game business, right? Maybe it's going to be a big thing. They're also saying they can produce quite a bit of cars. They're saying they can produce, I believe it was 6,000. However, he was kind of sketchy on this. He kind of worded it kind of funny too. So we're going to have to wait and see. And he's hoping for 10,000 as his final goal. Also, people have been trading in their cars, and they haven't just been trading in Audis, BMWs, Mercedes, Lexus, and all these other high-end cars. You think, if you're going to get the Model X, you're going to have to trade in like, what, a Range Rover, a Land Rover, those kind of vehicles. Like, what, the Lamborghini Urus? Like, what are you going to have to trade in to get one of those? But apparently those are cars that people are trading in kind of go like a Corolla, a Leaf, a Honda Civic, a Honda Accord. So that was pretty cool to see as well that they were doing that. Also, he says that he is looking to open a factory in Europe, possibly. That will be announced by the end of the year. Anyways, what do I think about the Tesla earnings report and call in general? I'd probably have to say financially, it's not going well for Tesla. However, like anything, this is a speculative stock, and we're going to have to wait and see. If you guys are major bulls in Tesla, I mean, congrats. It's up about 10%. So that's awesome for you guys. Good job. However, I would not be an interested buyer in this company. I do think Tesla will become a dominant car maker. However, there might be some stock pain before then. I might get into Tesla if something along the lines of, okay, so let me tell you guys my little theory here. That this might happen, even though Elon Musk specifically said today it shouldn't happen. But If this happens, their stock price is going to drop. Like I said, they have $2.2 billion in cash. Elon Musk specifically said he needs to keep at least $1 billion in cash to pay off debts and his other liabilities. Okay, understandable. So they're at 2.2 billion. So they're actually not that far away from being at 1 billion. If they get to the $1 billion mark, he's going to have to raise capital. He's going to have to go on to the bond market more than likely and dilute his shares, selling more stock of Tesla, making this share price of about tomorrow's price around $327 go down, and go down a lot. Not to mention this will cause uncertainty with the stock. The stock will then take a good tumble. Then I would be more interested in the stock because I would be getting it at a much better price. To be honest, I hope this doesn't happen because a lot of people are invested in Tesla. And normally when a stock like this falls, it's not one stock that falls. It kind of brings down the whole market. And I don't really like stuff like that, you know. It causes a lot of fear and stuff like that. I mean, it's good for buying. It really is. It causes a lot of discounts in the market. However, it's kind of annoying and a lot of people lose a lot of money. Not a great thing, right? All in all, that's pretty much the gist of the Tesla earnings. If you're a stock owner, good job, you're making money. If not, well, then you're probably more of a value investor. And so yeah, there was a lot about this conference call. There was a lot. If you haven't heard it, maybe you can go find a transcript online. I'm not really 100% sure. I listened live. Also, kind of a quick little funny note. If you guys listened, I don't know if it happened for you guys. I'm pretty sure it did it. My conference call cut out, and that's not the first time that's happened, actually. Which it's kind of a concerning fact when you think that, like, Tesla can hold a conference call and they want to drive you autonomously across the United States. Kind of a scary fact a little bit. You know, if they can't hold a call, can they really be trusted to drive you across the country? All in all, I hope you guys liked this video. If you did like this video, please, no pressure, give this video a thumbs up. And if you want, while you're at it, no pressure again. I don't want to peer pressure you guys into anything. But if you want to maybe, just maybe, smash that subscribe button, I would be super friggin' thankful. And I would thank you so much. And who knows, I might even turn bullish on Tesla stock. You never know. Maybe I'll, stop being a bear and retract my claws and actually take a bite into Tesla instead of clawing at it and calling it speculative and whatnot. But until the company actually can produce profits, I'm going to call them a speculative stock. And if you think that there's, when you invest, you have to invest and there has to be, no risk, no reward. I think that's one of the stupidest sayings I've ever heard while investing, because the more risk, that does not mean the more reward, actually. That is like almost the complete opposite, I would say. Like, whoever came up with that saying is pretty stupid. But whenever I look at Tesla chats and stuff like that, when people talk about the stock, that's literally what a lot of people say. And it just pisses me off because that's just not true. The whole point of investing is to minimize your risk. So why would you want to up it? That makes no sense. The name of the game is maintaining capital and growing it. Come on. If you lose 90% of your money here and then a percent there, again, you're just screwing yourself. So guys, don't be stupid. Invest smart, please. If you want to invest smart, the best thing to do is to follow my channel. Anyways, guys, until next time, see you later and have a great day.